Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving into a topic that's, well, it's fundamentally reshaping our world.
Mm-hmm.
How artificial intelligence is transforming the very nature of work.
It's huge and happening fast.
Yeah, exactly. You sent over a stack of really fascinating sources. We've got reports from IBM, the World Economic Forum, McKinsey, and also insights from Aspen University.
A good mix of perspectives there.
Right. So our mission today, let's try to cut through some of the noise
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
and help you understand what this massive shift actually means, for your job, your skills, and the workplace you'll likely be navigating.
And what's really insightful, I think, is that these sources aren't just predicting some far-off future.
Hmm.
They're describing changes that are, well, they're already underway. We're seeing this rapid acceleration towards a real human-machine partnership.
Partnership, yeah, not just replacement.
Exactly. Across pretty much every sector. It's redefining work itself, moving, beyond simple automation to something much more integrated.
Right? Feels left like AI just replacing entire jobs, and maybe more like it's changing the parts of the job.
That's a good way to put it.
The IBM source actually points to some key AI types driving this,
Yeah.
like generative AI creating text, images,
We're all seeing that.
definitely, and AI assistants like chatbots. And then there's agentic AI. Now, that might be a new term for some
There's
listeners.
an important one.
Yeah, think of it like a mini project manager. You give it a goal, and it sort of figures out and does the steps needed.
Right. Analyzing data, maybe managing interactions. They're becoming quite powerful coworkers, these systems.
Powerful coworkers, I like that.
And this shift, this collaboration, it's leading to maybe 4 big changes in how tasks actually function.
Okay.
First, just increased task productivity. AI handles the repetitive stuff, the data-heavy lifting,
Right.
which lets people focus on more complex, maybe creative or interpersonal things.
So tasks that took hours might take minutes, but the human is still there, just
Yeah.
doing a different, maybe more valuable part.
Exactly. So that's the first thing. Second is, it fundamentally transforms workflows.
How so?
Well, it's not just one person doing less of a task. It's about intelligently splitting tasks between humans and AI.
Ah, okay. Each playing to their strengths?
Precisely. The human brings context, judgment, strategy, emotional intelligence.
The stuff AI struggles with.
Right. And the AI handles the processing, the analysis, the execution at scale.
That split seems critical because it directly changes the skills people need.
Absolutely.
The World Economic Forum report really hammered this home need. Less focus maybe on creating content manually,
And more on.
more on curating it, editing it, directing the AI's output.
Yeah. So skills like critical evaluation, understanding what AI can and can't do, guiding it effectively, prompting, basically.
Prompting becomes a core skill. Wild.
It really does. Which brings us to the third shift, the creation of entirely new jobs.
Ah, the positive side.
Well, yeah. While some roles will diminish, definitely, these sources all highlight new occupations emerging.
Like what?
Think AI developers, data scientists, AI integration specialists, maybe even roles we can't quite picture yet.
And this isn't just theory, right? The numbers seem pretty solid.
They are. McKinsey, for example, suggests that while maybe only a small percentage of jobs could be fully automated,
Okay.
around 60% of occupations have at least, say, a third of their activities that can be automated.
Wow, 60%. So most jobs will change significantly.
The nature of the work within the role changes, yes. And if you look at the wider job market, well, the figures can sound a bit scary at first.
Yeah.
McKinsey estimates maybe up to 30% of U.S. work hours could be automated by 2030. That might mean millions needing to transition occupations.
Millions. That's a huge transition.
It is. But then the World Economic Forum looks globally and suggests that while, say, 85 million jobs might be displaced by tech,
Okay, the displacement number.
potentially 97 million new jobs could actually be created by these same forces.
So, net gain, but massive churn. A huge transition period.
Exactly. Transition, not just elimination.
Which, of course, raises the massive question. What skills do you, our listener, need to navigate all this?
And the sources are actually remarkably aligned on this. Technical skills, obviously, AI literacy, data analysis, digital fluency, those are foundational now.
Table stakes, almost.
Kind of. But equally, maybe even more valuable, are those uniquely human capabilities. Creative problem solving, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, collaboration, and maybe number one, Radical adaptability.
Adaptability.
Okay.
And just committing to always be learning.
Yes, the Aspen University stuff really hits that point. Lifelong learning isn't just a nice to have anymore, it's maybe the most critical skill.
Because the pace isn't slowing down. And it's not just individuals, right?
Yeah.
Organizations are struggling too.
Oh, definitely. Big skill gaps. The WEF points that out as a major barrier.
Yeah.
Plus, just inherent cultural resistance sometimes to changing how things are done. You need real change management, not just new tech.
True. It's systemic.
Absolutely. And addressing these transitions needs systemic thinking, too. McKinsey touches on things like evolving education, workforce development, even rethinking social support systems for people during these shifts.
That's not about stopping AI, is it?
No, not at all. It's about actively shaping the transition, making it as beneficial, as equitable as we can.
Okay. So pulling this all together, what does it mean for you listening? I mean, these sources, they paint a picture of a workplace that's just fundamentally changing because of AI,
It really is. Shift towards human-machine collaboration.
demanding that blend of tech skills and human skills.
And requiring real adaptation from everyone, individuals and companies.
But the overall message, it feels like, is one of potential. Potential for more productivity, new kinds of work, amplifying what humans can do.
Exactly. Seizing that opportunity, like the IBM source says, to augment human potential. And actively building the skills and systems we need for the future.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting as we wrap up. Thinking about this rapid change, this absolute need for continuous learning, how might your definition, your whole idea of a traditional career path, that straight line up one ladder, how might that need to evolve in the next few years?
It's a big question.
Definitely something to think about.